Instead, it takes you on a deep journey into your own mind because that's where the real battle in trading happens. Denise Shull, the author, is not just a trader. She's a neuropsychology expert, a Wall Street veteran, and a performance coach to elite hedge funds managing billions of dollars. Her big insight? It's not fear or greed that ruin trades. It's the misunderstanding of your own emotions. This book shows us how to stop fighting our feelings and start listening to them, how to turn emotional chaos into psychological clarity, and how to develop a mindset that's not just profitable, but powerful. So stay tuned as we break down each chapter in a voice that speaks to both your brain and your heart. And if you find value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more such insightful summaries. Let's begin the journey into the mind of the market, and more importantly, into the mind of the trader within you. Chapter 1, From Wall Street to the Ivory Tower and Back. Denise Shull opens the book with a personal reflection on her journey, one that moves from the chaos of trading floors to the quiet depth of academic research. She began her career in the fast-paced world of Wall Street, working as a trader. Like most people in finance, she believed that success came from discipline, logic, and removing emotion from the equation. Markets, after all, were supposed to be about numbers, strategies, and probabilities, not feelings. But real-life trading didn't follow that clean, logical path. Denise observed firsthand how even experienced traders would freeze, panic, or make irrational decisions. She saw them react emotionally to uncertainty, hesitate when they should act, or act impulsively when they should be patient. Something didn't add up. If everyone had the data, the strategies, and the training, why did so many still fail? This question led her away from Wall Street and into academia. She enrolled at the University of Chicago to study neuropsychoanalysis, a field that combines neuroscience with the insights of psychoanalytic theory. There, she explored how human beings actually make decisions, especially under uncertainty and pressure. She dove into the emotional architecture of the brain, studying how feelings, memories, and unconscious patterns shape the way we perceive the world. What she discovered challenged the very foundation of financial thinking. Traditional finance assumes that human beings are rational actors. But neuroscience shows the opposite. The brain doesn't make decisions through cold logic. Instead, every decision starts with an emotion. Before the rational brain can even analyze a situation, the emotional brain has already responded. This emotional signal, which includes fear, anticipation, doubt, or excitement, colors how we interpret what we see. Denise realized that traders don't fail because they're undisciplined or unskilled. They fail because they misread or ignore their emotional signals. They believe that emotions are distractions, something to suppress or eliminate. But in doing so, they blind themselves to critical information. Emotion, she explains, is not the enemy. It's data. It's part of the internal system the brain uses to assess risk, detect patterns, and make sense of ambiguity. This insight became the foundation of her philosophy. To succeed in markets, one must understand their own mental and emotional processes. Traders need to become fluent in their feelings, not ruled by them, but not ignoring them either. Self-awareness becomes a competitive edge. Denise sets the stage for a radically different approach to trading. One that doesn't pit logic against emotion, but blends them. One that doesn't ignore human nature, but leans into it. By telling her story of moving from Wall Street to the academic study of the brain, she invites readers to begin their own journey, not just through markets, but through the emotional truths that govern how we act inside them. Chapter 2, Numbers Look You in the Eye and Lie. In this chapter, Denise Shull takes direct aim at one of the most sacred assumptions in trading, the belief that numbers are pure, objective, and reliable. She argues that this belief is not only false, but dangerous. Numbers may appear neutral, but they are always interpreted through human perception, and that perception is deeply emotional. She explains how traders rely on data, charts, earnings, price levels, and historical statistics to guide their decisions. But what they don't realize is that their brains aren't just reading the numbers. They're reacting to them emotionally before they even process them rationally. Every piece of data is filtered through memories, past experiences, personal fears, and subconscious expectations. For example, two traders can look at the exact same chart and see two completely different things. One might see an opportunity, the setup for a breakout. Another might see a trap, a repeat of a past loss. The data didn't change. What changed was the emotional lens through which it was viewed. Denise supports this argument by drawing on neuroscience. She explains that the emotional system in the brain, particularly the limbic system, activates before the neocortex, which handles logic and analysis. This means that even if we think we're making rational decisions, we're actually responding emotionally first and then justifying our decisions with logic afterward. This process happens so fast and unconsciously that most traders don't even notice it. But it has serious consequences. A trader might be feeling anxious from a previous bad trade, and without realizing it, they might interpret a neutral market move as dangerous. Or a trader who's feeling overconfident might dismiss valid warning signs and double down on a risky position. Denise stresses that this emotional distortion of data is not a flaw. It's how the brain is wired. The problem is not that traders feel emotions. The problem is that they don't realize how those emotions are influencing their interpretation of the numbers. She urges traders to stop pretending they're robots and start recognizing that feelings are part of the data stream. When you read a number, you are not just seeing it, you're feeling it. And that feeling shapes what you believe it means. The key is not to eliminate emotions, but to become aware of them, to question what you're feeling and why, and to see how that might be affecting your read of the market. The chapter closes with a clear message. The markets don't move on facts. They move on perceptions of facts. And perception is never neutral. It's always emotional. If you want to truly understand what's happening in the market and in your own decision-making, you need to stop worshiping numbers as truth and start understanding the emotional stories behind them. Chapter 3, Misremembering the Caveats of the Early Quants. Denise Scholl begins this chapter by peeling back the history of quantitative trading, the rise of using mathematical models to predict market behavior. The early pioneers of quant finance were brilliant minds, many of them physicists or mathematicians who brought sophisticated tools into the financial world. But here's what most people forget. Those early quants knew the limitations of their own models. They understood that markets were not physical systems. Unlike particles or equations in a lab, markets were driven by human beings, emotional, unpredictable, and complex. The models were useful, but they were never meant to replace human judgment. They were approximations, not absolute truths. However, over the decades, something changed. The caution that once accompanied those models was lost. The industry, chasing performance and control, became overconfident. Denise describes how traders and institutions slowly began to treat mathematical outputs as reality, trusting the numbers more than their own intuition or experience. In other words, the models went from being tools to becoming truths in the eyes of many. This shift created a dangerous illusion, the belief that risk could be tamed, predicted, and even eliminated with enough data. But in reality, human behavior, which drives markets, doesn't follow clean formulas. Emotions, beliefs, memories, and reactions don't fit inside a spreadsheet. And when models ignore these psychological elements, they become blind to what actually moves prices. Denise argues that the financial world has, in a way, misremembered the warnings of the original quants. We forgot their humility, we forgot their caveats, and in doing so, we replaced awareness with overconfidence. She gives examples where traders followed models into disaster, not because the math was bad, but because they ignored what the model couldn't see, the human side of the market, the panic, the herd behavior, the fear that spreads before numbers can catch up. The core message of the chapter is a powerful one. No model can predict human emotion, and if you're making decisions based purely on math, you're blind to the most powerful force in the market, the psychology of participants. Traders must return to what the early quants knew. Models are guides, not gods. They're only as good as the trader interpreting them. By calling for a balance between quantitative tools and psychological insight. A trader who understands both the math and the mind has a significant edge. But those who worship numbers and forget human behavior are setting themselves up for surprise, and not the good kind. Chapter 4, Seeing What We Want But Missing the Obvious. Denise Shull dives into one of the most deceptive forces in human perception: perceptual blindness. This isn't about failing to look, it's about looking directly at something and still not truly seeing it. She explains that our brains don't perceive reality in an objective, neutral way. Instead, our brains are constantly predicting, assuming, and filling in the blanks, often based on what we already believe or emotionally expect. This phenomenon becomes especially dangerous in trading. Imagine two traders staring at the same chart. One sees a clear breakout, the other sees a potential reversal. They're both looking at the same price action, same candles, same indicators, but their minds are telling two completely different stories. Why? Because the chart isn't just being read by the eyes, it's being interpreted by the emotional brain, which is influenced by past experiences, unconscious biases, and current emotional states. Denise brings in neuroscience to explain this. The brain, she says, is a prediction machine. It uses patterns from the past to guess what's happening now and what will happen next. This saves time and energy, but it also creates blind spots. We're more likely to see what we expect to see than what's actually there. Take, for example, a trader who just suffered a painful loss. That emotional wound leaves a residue. The next time they're in a similar setup, their brain might subtly, even unconsciously, filter out bullish signs and focus only on potential threats. Their fear distorts their perception. On the other hand, a trader riding a winning streak might ignore warning signs, blinded by confidence. Denise stresses that this isn't a flaw, it's how the brain evolved to keep us alive. But in modern environments like markets, where nuance matters, this filtering becomes a liability. It's not enough to analyze the market. You have to analyze yourself and ask, what am I seeing, and what might I be missing? She offers a powerful insight. Perceptual blindness often hides in overconfidence. When we believe we know what's happening, we stop questioning. We stop looking for what doesn't fit. And that's when we get blindsided. The biggest losses often don't come from total uncertainty. They come when we're sure we're right, and we're not. The antidote, according to Denise, is emotional self-awareness. By recognizing your emotional state, whether it's fear, hope, frustration, or greed, you can begin to notice how it might be shaping your perception. This awareness helps you pause, reassess, and maybe even catch the obvious signals that your brain was filtering out. She challenges traders to not only study charts and news, but also to study their own expectations and emotional triggers. Because in a world of rapid decisions and high stakes, what you miss matters more than what you see. Chapter 5, Rolling Out of the Midwest Back to Wall Street. Denise shares a powerful shift in her journey, her return from academic life in the Midwest back into the heart of finance, Wall Street. But this time, she wasn't coming back as a trader chasing numbers. She returned with a new mission: to help traders decode their emotions and understand how their inner world affects their performance. Armed with years of studying neuropsychology, Denise had realized something that most traders still hadn't: that emotions aren't distractions. They're signals. But in the high-stakes, high-speed world of hedge funds and trading desks, emotion was still treated like a weakness. Traders were trained to stay disciplined, stay logical, and suppress feelings. That mindset was costing them big. So Denise started working directly with traders, portfolio managers, and hedge fund leaders, not by teaching them new strategies or technical analysis, but by helping them understand what they were feeling. She helped them pause and reflect on why they were hesitating before a trade, why they were suddenly aggressive or overly cautious, or why they couldn't pull the trigger even when their strategy said go. And what she found was consistent. It wasn't emotion that caused the problem. It was the confusion around emotion. Traders were trying to ignore their fear, their doubt, their overconfidence, but those feelings didn't just disappear. Instead, they quietly hijacked their decision-making from the background. Denise emphasizes that when traders suppress emotion, they lose access to critical data, emotional signals that are telling them something about risk, uncertainty, or even an opportunity. She compares it to ignoring your dashboard while driving. If the engine light is flashing but you cover it up with tape, you don't solve the problem. You increase the odds of something going wrong. So Denise began reframing how traders viewed their emotions. She taught them to identify, name, and interpret their feelings instead of denying or fighting them. A feeling of hesitation? Maybe it's a gut-level alert that something doesn't align. A wave of anxiety? Maybe it's not irrational. Maybe it's a sign of an unresolved pattern from a past trade. One of her biggest insights in this chapter is that emotions often come from memory. You might think you're reacting to the market in front of you, but your emotional response might actually be rooted in something from last week or 5 years ago. The brain links situations together emotionally, and unless you become aware of those links, your reactions might be out of sync with the present moment. Denise makes it clear, if you want to trade at your highest level, you can't be at war with your emotions. You have to learn their language, because your feelings, especially the uncomfortable ones, might be the most honest feedback you'll ever get. Emotion isn't the enemy. Misunderstanding it is. Chapter 6. Do you need to be psychic to deal with uncertainty? Denise opens this chapter by confronting a common fantasy that floats around trading circles. The idea that top traders are somehow psychic, that they just know what's going to happen. But she's quick to dismantle this myth. The truth, she says, is far more grounded. Great traders aren't psychics. They're just emotionally fluent in uncertainty. They don't need to be certain. They don't panic in ambiguity. They've trained themselves to stay emotionally centered while not knowing. And that's rare, because most of us are wired to hate uncertainty. Denise brings in neuroscience again. Your brain's default mode is prediction. Every second, it's trying to guess what's coming next, where the market's going, how others will react, whether it's safe to act. And it doesn't do this logically at first, it does it emotionally. Your brain pulls from past experiences, from memories and feelings, to create a gut-level prediction. Here's the catch. If you've had painful or scary experiences with uncertainty, say, a big loss on a trade you weren't sure about, your brain will associate uncertainty with danger, and that emotional tag can skew every future decision. You'll hesitate, you'll second guess, or worse, you'll rush into trades just to escape the discomfort of not knowing. That's the real challenge. So Denise's message here is powerful. Your ability to tolerate uncertainty without forcing clarity is a competitive edge. The traders who succeed aren't guessing better. They're feeling better about guessing. They recognize the discomfort of not knowing, and they stay present with it instead of reacting blindly. She encourages traders to tune into their emotional responses to ambiguity. If your heart races when there's no clear signal, if you get impulsive when you're unsure, that's not just stress, that's information. It's your mind trying to protect you. But if you don't understand it, it'll protect you by pushing you into bad trades or freezing you out of good ones. Instead of chasing certainty, Denise advises, learn to notice your feelings about not knowing. Ask, what am I feeling right now? Is it fear? Is it urgency? Is it just the discomfort of being in limbo? Once you name it, you gain power over it. She also highlights how traders often confuse confidence with certainty. But real confidence, she says, is feeling capable even when the outcome is unclear. It's not about knowing what will happen. It's about knowing you can handle whatever does. So no, you don't need to be psychic to deal with uncertainty. You need to be self-aware, emotionally tuned in, willing to sit with doubt, listen to it, and make decisions that honor it without being owned by it. Because at the end of the day, markets are uncertainty. And if you can become comfortable in that space, you're already ahead of most. Chapter 7, Ambient, Circumstantial, and Contingent Reality. Denise Shull goes deeper into how we perceive reality and how slippery that reality can be, especially in the world of trading. She introduces a powerful concept. There isn't just one objective reality when it comes to markets. There are multiple layers of reality, shaped by your emotional state, your recent experiences, your surroundings, and even the time of day. And whether you realize it or not, these variables are always influencing how you interpret market signals. She breaks it down into 3 types of realities. 1, ambient reality. This is your emotional background noise. It includes things like whether you slept well, how stressed you are, what kind of day you're having in general. It's the mood you bring to the screen before the market even opens. And that mood colors everything you see. 2. Circumstantial reality. These are your more immediate conditions, the recent trades you've made, the news cycle, your P&L status. If you're coming off a loss, for instance, that circumstance will affect how you perceive new opportunities. You might see threats where there aren't any, or grasp at setups out of revenge. Number 3, contingent reality. This is the future you expect to happen, based on what's going on now. It's shaped by both ambient and circumstantial realities. It's your emotional projection into what you think is coming, and it affects the decisions you make in the present. Denise explains that your brain is constantly flipping between these layers, often without your awareness. You might think you're just reading the chart, but your reading is never clean. It's always filtered through these personal, emotional layers of reality. This is why traders can have totally different interpretations of the same situation. It's not just about strategy or skill. It's about what each trader's brain and body are bringing into that moment. Memories, emotions, beliefs, energy levels. That's the ambient, circumstantial, contingent blend in action. And here's the key insight. Most mistakes in trading don't come from bad analysis. They come from being unaware of which version of reality you're in. For example, if you're trading in a state of anxious ambient reality, you'll likely see more risk than there is. You'll doubt yourself unnecessarily. Or if you're in a euphoric circumstantial reality, maybe after a big win, you might become reckless, seeing setups that aren't truly there. Denise doesn't suggest eliminating emotion or trying to become perfectly objective. That's impossible. Instead, she encourages traders to become aware of their own emotional environment. Just like you read the market environment, volatility, trend, volume, you should also be reading your internal environment. Ask yourself, what kind of emotional state am I in right now? What recent events might be influencing how I see this setup? Am I reacting to this trade or to something that came before it? By asking these questions, you can start distinguishing between the market's signals and the noise your own brain might be adding to the picture. Because perception isn't fixed, it shifts. And if you're blind to those shifts, your trades will reflect that confusion. But if you understand how your brain constructs your version of reality, and you watch it as closely as you watch your charts, you'll see more clearly, act more consciously, and avoid the traps that catch most traders off guard. Chapter 8, Perception's Labyrinth. In this chapter, Denise Shull invites us to step inside the most complex, most deceptive place in the trading world, our own minds. She likens the human mind to a labyrinth, a twisting, turning maze where thoughts, emotions, memories, and beliefs collide and tangle. And in this maze, perception isn't just distorted, it's actively reshaped. What we think we're seeing in the market, it's often just a projection of what's happening inside us. At the heart of this labyrinth is fear, particularly the fear of loss. And Denise doesn't sugarcoat it. Fear doesn't just hold us back. It rewires how we interpret reality. A trader scared of losing won't see opportunities. They'll see threats. A trader stuck in regret from a previous mistake won't see the chart for what it is. They'll see the shadow of their past. And that's how many traders end up stuck in mental loops. They're not making bad trades because they lack knowledge. They're making them because they're caught in patterns like overreacting to losses and playing too safe afterward, getting attached to a bias and refusing to admit it's wrong, chasing trades out of FOMO instead of clarity. These loops aren't rational, but they feel real because the emotions behind them are real. Denise challenges us to look deeper. The problem isn't the emotion itself. The problem is when we believe our thoughts too quickly without realizing they're being filtered through emotional history, fear, ego, or outdated beliefs. She gives a powerful insight here. Your mind is constantly narrating. It tells stories about what's happening, what it means, and what will come next. But those stories aren't facts, they're interpretations. And unless we pause to question them, we risk living inside a fiction of our own creation. So, how do we escape this mental maze? Denise offers a deceptively simple but profound first step: awareness. She encourages traders to develop the skill of metacognition, The ability to observe your own thoughts as they arise, not judge them, not react to them, just notice them. Because the moment you see the pattern, you're no longer trapped in it. Imagine this. You're about to jump into a risky trade. Your heart is racing. Your mind says, if you don't take this, you'll miss out again. But instead of acting, you pause. You ask, is this fear of missing out or a real opportunity? That one question shifts your perception. That's the doorway out of the labyrinth. Denise also points out that emotional mastery doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means learning the language of emotion so that when fear speaks, you can listen without obeying. When doubt whispers, you can check its source. And when excitement surges, you can ground yourself before leaping. In the end, she reminds us that the labyrinth isn't the enemy. It's part of being human. But if you learn how to navigate it with awareness, curiosity, and honesty, you'll begin to trade not from fear, but from clarity. Because the real edge in markets, it's not in data. It's in how clearly you can see both the market and yourself. Chapter 9, The Ironic Holy Grail of Risk. Denise Shull opens this chapter with a truth that flips conventional trading wisdom on its head. The more you try to eliminate risk, the more at risk you actually are. Why? Because markets are not puzzles to be solved. They are emotional, fluid, and unpredictable environments. And trying to treat them like math equations leads traders into a false sense of control. That illusion? It becomes a trap. Denise introduces this idea as the ironic holy grail. While most traders spend their careers searching for a way to remove risk through tighter systems, stricter rules, or more data, the actual key lies in something most overlook: emotionally mastering uncertainty. She explains that risk isn't just a number or a volatility reading. Risk is your relationship with uncertainty, and the way you feel about the unknown is often more important than the unknown itself. Here's where it gets deep. Denise points out that most traders are secretly driven by a desire for certainty, a clean signal, a safe trade, a rule they can trust. But markets don't offer guarantees. So when that craving for certainty takes over, traders become rigid. They tighten stops unnecessarily. They miss good trades waiting for the perfect setup. Or worse, they freeze. This rigidity becomes a bigger risk than the market itself.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you're trading from, let's make it a good trade. All right, let me get it together. We're getting ready to move right off into the open. We're definitely getting ready to move right off into the open right now. And we're kicking it live. This is what I do and how I do it. And the biggest contradiction is, it ain't none of your business. All right, y'all.
up. We gone. I'm done blowing, man. I'm about to get focused, man. Yeah, I hear you. Gunya. Oh shit.
what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for the market to open, see what it's doing. I'm looking at different things during the pre-market. Sneak over the crude oil just to see what it's doing, you know. My main trade for the day is going to be this live cattle trade. I've been tracking it a little bit, so we'll look at it on a couple of different time frames. I got some levels set out. Wait for a pullback down here in this area between 203, 202. I would really like to see it snap, come down here, test this range, and continue up. But whatever it gives us, we take. So we're waiting on that. You know, that's a one-way trade. You get in where you fit in and try to hold. We're gonna go from there. We got MES, everything micros moving. So that's why we taking the track up today. Hopefully we jump off over into some NQ depending on how the price actually moving. The gold trade, you know, it hit its all-time highs up tonight, so I'm still scared of that thing, as y'all know. From here, looking out for this opening trade in the live cattle. The live cattle gonna move right back over to the MES, ES trade and see what's going on. Look like a little double top gonna happen here somewhere. We'll see if we retest or break through that resistance. Alright, I'm here, y'all. Okay, go to bell. We in there. We're off in the Discord, dropping some jewels, gems, getting some traders started. Their first profit counts. So we'll be doing a lot of that today. Come through, give us some love. It's the DEGENS Lounge. Got some new traders, got some old traders, got some really good traders. All right, y'all. Come on and join us. Link in this. I think the link is in the description of the profile. I don't know why I wasn't talking live about that whole little spill we just had, but yeah, it's good knowledge in the Discord. Maybe y'all missed it on purpose. I got some other tricks coming up my sleeve and around the corner. We're about 20 minutes out from the opening trade on this LE. Got some hijinks coming. We're gonna do what it do. We're off from the DEGENS Lounge, the loft. Come on and join us. This is my trade. Make sure you do your own research. This is just the levels I see. These are all real numbers. Hold on, I'm on live again. Yeah. I'm just because I was showing my numbers. I had to make sure they know that these are my numbers, and y'all do your own research. This is not financial advice. These are round numbers. I'm playing somewhere in the round number, in between the round numbers. Let it cook. This goes in one direction. If it hits your stop loss, here's your re-entry. Alright. If you miss your re-entry, here's your second leg if it's moving bullish to the upside. No FOMO, no chasing. If it doesn't come to your trade zone, don't trade it. Be healthy. Be smart. Be humble. Alright, y'all. Join us in the Discord. Over here, make sure we get that again. If you lose 100K, or let me go here, right? and my combine is 150K. I don't want to lose $150, right? And I want my take profit for the day on that trade, 350. To tighten up some more risk, I'm just gonna move it down to $100. So I'm risking $100, and my take profit is gonna be 350 on a micro. And we're gonna adjust as we get into the trade. And as long as this trade is going our way, we're gonna leave it alone. Take the profit we see. Whatever the market gives, we take. So what you want to do is go over into your settings. Make sure you have your risk settings set. Position, risk, profit. These are going to set your brackets. And then always make sure it's automatically applied. I missed this cattle trade a little bit. It was in the DEGENS lounge, changing lounges, going over to another lounge. I'm gonna ask her permission before I dox it. We're still vibing bell to bell. I'm not gonna chase anything. I'm gonna put those levels up. We're moving and legging up right now as we speak in this live cattle trade. I'm just gonna wait my time. I'm gonna get in where I fit in, take the profit I see. If you don't know, now you know. You in with Nonya.B. Biggest contradiction in none of your business. too. Back live, guys. Real quick, we're gonna look at this MNQ. It's still trading in that range. Here on my Bollinger Band, it's real indecisive what it wants to do. So we're just gonna sit on our hands on my end, wait for a breakout or a breakdown to the downside. Get ready to drop some lines. Stop loss, cover your asses, take profits. Deal off into one contract. Micro. One contract micro, NASDAQ. Still looking for that trade off in the live cattle. Missed that run on that, but it's running. I'll have some time to get in at this 204. Touching the support resistance here. I'll catch you before the next leg. Looking for 210s on that. Alright. Get off into this NASDAQ heavy. This is what I do, how I do it. The biggest contradiction is ain't none of your business. You're better bell. ain't forgot about y'all over here on the YouTube. I know it ain't nobody but me in my own life, but we're here on our own live journal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce around in the Discords. We mobbing through multiple different Discords. Some more news to come, some collabs, maybe some competitions, I don't know. This is what I do and how I do it. Biggest contradiction is ain't none of your business. It's Nonya.B 365 trading every time you see me live. Alright, y'all. We bail to bail still, just in the Discord, DEGENS as hell. Let's get to it, make these dollars. About community wealth. We'll get on to it. I'm gonna close this out. Join us in the Discord, y'all know where to find it.